we've seen the blessing take place and shape form in Isat Buchanan career. You know what I'm saying? And he's a great artist as well. He's very brilliant. And, you know, to be intelligent is very simple. I don't know why people make it seem so complicated. You know, all you have to do is just read a little bit and just observe a lot. You know what I'm saying? And everything will match. The dots will connect. You know what I'm saying? So let us get into this so we don't have to have you all waiting too long. Yeah. Let's get it.
So, Mr. Buchanan, we understand you're now representing vlogger Jaii Frais in the incident that happened at Big Wall. And what's the outlook from your perspective?
Well, today he was taken to court and an ex parte application was made for him to be held over for 48 hours. It was granted by Judge McIntosh. I was informed that that took place. I presented myself in court as I do represent him, and the judge amended the orders to ensure that he was brought to get medical attention in relation to his gunshot wound.
I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England. This is my page, and the first post here you see in look a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who lick a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Excellent process. Yeah. One bag of money. Yard one a foreign. Give him a little bird can team some stay same way like me daddy. Black money, black card, rich like who lick a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who lick a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. We advance academically and professionally, extraterrestrially and even medically. Sell we to everybody, take the molly, superfragically, lesbially, sexually, get the dolly ben reality. In every alley, genitally make Beverly see. Up high do nally, then be clarin and them off me. No go tell Rivali, anti-valley no mediocrity. Black magic, watch fraud. Get a black puss with a black dog. A mad sus, when mad dog. I de left a bad push with the cash card. Black money, black card, rich like who lick a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dogs them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who lick a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Yes, that's right there. You see me? Tough a lie, bad.
Yeah, people, yeah, we get some more insightful sightings. Yeah, we get some insightful signs and wonders we can read. And, you know, these are good signs. You know, it's always good signs when it comes to Jaii Frais in this case here. From the moment the carnival, you know, we are on the right track following what the universe wants us to see. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, you're going to hear Isat Buchanan talking and giving us some information, some just a little brief information, or boxers, or panty, what kind of draw, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we'll hear what Isat Buchanan has to say, and I'll point out the good signs. Everything is good, nothing bad here, and I'll tell you why. You know what I'm saying? And Isat, he knows how to drag whatever it is he needs. He also made it clear on his live, he went live today and Rick Storm brought it on his platform. So you can go over to Rick Storm video that he posts late this evening, okay? Like in the late hours of the evening. It's already up on YouTube about 2 hours ago or so. So you can check it out, But he had made it clear in that video that one of his main blessing that he recognizes is that he gets any and everything he wants. Anything he desires, he normally gets it. And that is when you're blessed. And that is what I told you, that Vybz Kartel never lost a battle, never lost a challenge. You know what I'm saying? From the moment Vybz Kartel get go, and Vybz Kartel gave Isat his blessing. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen the blessing take place and shape form in Isat Buchanan career. You know what I'm saying? And he's a great artist as well. He's very brilliant. And, to be intelligent is very simple. I don't know why people make it seem so complicated. All you have to do is just read a little bit and just observe a lot. You know what I'm saying? And everything will match. The dots will connect. You know what I'm saying? So let us get into this so we don't have to have you all waiting too long. Yeah. Let's get it.
So, Mr. Buchanan, we understand you're now representing vlogger Jaii Frais in the incident that happened at Big Wall. What's the outlook from your perspective?
Well, today he was taken to court and an ex parte application was made for him to be held over for 48 hours. It was granted by Judge McIntosh. I was informed that took place. I presented myself in court as I do represent him, and the judge amended the orders to ensure that he was brought to get medical attention in relation to his gunshot wound. And
okay, so right there, Isat Buchanan made sure that Jaii Frais got a 2-hour exempt from lockup, you know what I'm saying? Where he got treated and so forth. However, I'm sure that, he used this 2 hour to, have Jaii Frais contact family, close one. And I'm sure he had a great little vibes outside of being locked up and getting reassurance from, getting some reassurance from Isat Buchanan. You know what I'm saying? That must have been a good vibes, And remember that every night you go to your bed, or right now, every moment of the day, especially when you're having a nice, wonderful time, just try to remember that Jaii Frais time ain't so wonderful. And it's also good to know and to remember that his evil arch enemy, who is none other than Jahvy, right? And Jaii Frais has a lot of enemy, because with his arch enemy has a lot of ticks behind him, like the 450 and all them 15 guys that had tried to jump Jaii Frais, you know what I'm saying? So Jaii Frais have a whole army of enemies, and he's the main star, he's the main protagonist, and Jahvy is the J.A. Bexbad go live. Okay, we'll now go for the live there. So Jahvy the Ambassador is the evil one, the arch enemy, right? And this is how blessed Jaii Frais is, because a lot of people don't look at it as a blessing to have enemies, and it is good. It is a blessing to have enemies, and these are the time and these are the things that allow you to know if God is in your life, if there's blessing, continuous blessing. And the Bible teaches this, that if you're to get in a fight, every adversary that comes against you and rise up against you, every win you win the challenge, you know what I'm saying? It's God blessing, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you get confronted or challenged or attacked, and you defeat the enemy, trust me, God is in it. Or whenever someone lie on you, you know what I'm saying? As I said, the Bible teach these things. These aren't my you know what I'm saying? These aren't my opinion or false make-believe crap what some people may think, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just gotta there's a lot of knowledge in the Bible, but there's also many other books with greater knowledge as well, or should I say knowledge just as great? Yeah, maybe just as great. Let's continue.
We await returning to court on Friday.
And what are you looking for on Friday exactly?
Well, I'll update you on Friday when that time's come.
And what is happening on Friday? Is it another hearing? What's the situation? Just for clarity.
Well, the judge is monitoring the situation. As I said, he does have a wound, and
So first, Mr. Buchanan.
All right, so Mr. Buchanan Mr. Buchanan, Isat Buchanan, the most honorable Isat Buchanan, he doesn't want to give away his surprise, right? And when you're doing these sort of legal business and these type of things, it's very important to keep a lot of your arguing points and your goals, right? And your all your main directive, you know what I'm saying? You have to keep them on hush hush because yeah, that's the element of surprise, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Isat is very intelligent. He knows how to play the court. He knows how, and it's very simple. Trust me, once you have certain level of intelligence and you have patience, because patience is what we're talking about here. Knowing when to not say what you are going to say, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't want to talk all your plans, because if Isat mention certain things, then the other party and their defense can hear and think up of plans to counteract. You know, so you want to keep everything for a surprise. You understand? And that's how the court, that's how you stay ahead and stay a lead. So this is definitely an easy win for Isat Buchanan. He's very confident. And I told you from the get-go that it's good against evil. You get what I'm saying? Isat Buchanan, good, great guy. You know what I'm saying? The bestest guy. And we're not talking about his career. We're talking about his heart and his character. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Champagnie. Look at the name, Mr. Champagnie. You're talking about champagne and money. Penny. Penny is money. A lot of pennies. You know, you're talking about Peter. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Peter. Peter betrayed Christ. Right. Peter betrayed Christ. You understand? So we have a Isat Buchanan, which Isat has great meaning, right? He had talked about it. He's the son of one of the greatest legendary creator who is the pioneer of DJ dancehall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Big U. Big U is that his father. I think his father's name is Big U. Him and Daddy Uri. Yes, Uri and Big U. They're the two. Both of them started the this DJ thing. They're known for it. You know what I'm saying? So I just one of them thing, the man. Good against evil. Isat Buchanan. That Buchanan name is coming from foreign. I think it's coming from England. And you know that England and Haile Selassie was connected. They had sort of a great level of understanding and sort of a bonding, you know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of people believe that Haile Selassie was betrayed by the Queen, you know what I'm saying? When the war had begun and the support wasn't there when Ethiopia had to war and asked England for support, you know, but Buchanan is like Buckingham Palace, you know what I'm saying? So we're talking about a king here, you know what I'm saying? And Buckingham Palace has a lot of Africa's wealth. So Isat Buchanan has the right wealth. He has God's riches. All the riches and glory that God gives to people. Not the one that the devil gives to with champagne and pain. Pain. A lot of pain comes with them pennies. Peter Champagnie and the pain in the penny. And he's gonna get bucked by Buchanan. Buchanan gonna buck Peter Champagnie and he's gonna feel the pain. There's all the signs. Everywhere you look, the universe is telling that Isat Buchanan is the victor. And Mr. Champagnie will be the loser. Jahvy will be the loser. And you know, hey, this will be some, look out for some things happen. And I'm predicting this now. Look, you see, because Isat Buchanan is a sure win for him, right? And as I told you in my previous video, that Champagnie made a wrong move because he approached the situation first. That was his fault, right? Because he's after money, right? And I had made it clear that if Mr. Buchanan had was retained or was what's the term? He was representing. If Isat Buchanan was representing Jaii Frais from the get-go before Peter Champagnie had got involved by representing Jahvy. If Isat Buchanan had first represented Jahvy, right, Peter Champagnie would never have came to try to rescue or to represent Jahvy, who is none other than Jaii Frais, Jay Wick, arch enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because this is why I said that now. Look, so Peter Champagnie is all about money, right? But he also knows the importance of losing in a battle like this. He knows that his career is at hand here. His career is at hand here, literally, because the public is watching. This is like a next big case because of the lawyers that involve, the place where the incident had involved, and with the whole situation and beefing with Jahvy and Jaii Frais. You know what I'm saying? So it has a lot of people focusing on what's going on and their attention, you know what I'm saying? So this is big thing. And the thing with Peter Champagnie, the fact that he stumbled now into the Honorable Isat Buchanan, he's going to have to try to come up with the best tricks. He's going to come with the most devious tricks, but if he does that, I've never really seen him work in a case like this. I've never seen him tested like this. So hopefully two things. If we'll know if he's smart, if he is wise enough, which I doubt it. I don't think Champagnie is wise. And remember I told you about smart and wise, the differences, because Champagnie, I believe he's smart. And smart is when you use your intelligence to gain benefits for yourself and not all party involved. So therefore, Mr. Champagnie, he has his focus on his money and not necessarily for the care or for the safety of getting his client, who is Jahvy, out of prison. His main focus is his pockets. Champagnie, right? Champagne and penny, right? So with that being said, if he ever dares to play smart, right? Which means to, means to move conniving also, but you're going to left a trail of footprints, just like the internet. And that, if you ever do something like that, because you see, the thing is, what I always tell y'all people is that evil people is driven by their ego. So their ego will tell them, get that money over there, get that, just run, go for it, and they won't think twice or thrice. They go for it without considering a lot of things, you know what I mean? While someone who is more careful and meticulous will try to look out the window first, look if someone, you know what I'm saying? So you got to understand what I'm trying to say here, that if Champagnie plays smart, that I think he is going to make some smart ass move, which that will be his failure. He is not able to make the wise decision. He's not wise. He doesn't have that intelligence. And wise is when you have the intelligence for everyone, the sake of everyone and not just yourself. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to pull some selfish, deviant stunt that is going to expose Champagnie. He's going to expose himself, and Isat is going to see the loophole and take advantage of it. Or that is just one of my guesses. That I strongly believe that is how it's gonna go, because Champagnie, I believe, is going to try some stunt without considering the drawbacks of doing that, whatever it is he's going to do. It's gonna expose him that his client is guilty and that what he's saying doesn't make complete sense some way, you know. And the thing is, the other thing is what I thought of is that Peter Champagnie, that money laundering lawyer, liar, right? He the other way he could go with this is he could try to he could try to like go against Isat Buchanan in a fierce match, trying all his skill. Like we'll see how skilled he is, because you know this should be a good show. However, as I said, it's an easy win for Isat Buchanan because positive over negative, good over evil. You know what I'm saying? Power over the weak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because Isat have the brilliance. You know, what else do I need to say? I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say with Champagnie. You know, if he ever try to make it hard for Isat Buchanan, he just lost. Believe me, Champagnie is gonna lose. I don't see no possibility of Champagnie winning. You know what I'm saying? It will be a definite win for Isat Buchanan. But the thing is, Jaii Frais may, if Peter Champagnie do a great job that I may not expect of him to do or isn't able, I don't think he's capable of doing, right? If he's able and manages to pull off a great job, Isat is still going to win. This is how great I think of Isat Buchanan, right? And I'm sure of what I'm saying. So even if Champagnie plays his best card that is ever possible for in his favor, whichever best solution he could ever find, let's say he gets the best solution, he still lose, right? Because truth will always win over lies, and we know it's not easy to show the proof of the truth a lot of times, you know. But Isat Buchanan, his experience, he has a lot of, you know, he has brilliance. He's very brilliant, you know. He has a very high IQ. Yeah. So Jaii Frais is free, y'all don't worry, you know, and I hope Jaii Frais don't worry. I hope he take this time to get gangster, you know what I'm saying? Get gangster, stay dangerous. Yeah, and you know, he should be a changed man when he comes out. He should be more like a Don when he comes out, you know? Like when Will Smith had brought Carlton Black to Philadelphia, and Carlton name changed to C Note. Hey, C Note! You know, and Carlton was a Don. You know, by the time Will Smith had left Carlton with his friends and went on the road with Jazzy Jeff, and they came back, Carlton had ran the place. He was the Don. You know, so yeah, Jaii Frais is the winner. However, as I said, Jaii Frais and Jahvy, Jaii Frais is the star, right? The superhero. He's the main protagonist, while Jahvy is the archenemy, the evil villain. So their battle in life will continue for a long time. So what I'm seeing, the possibility, the two of them may just get a slap on the wrist. Both of them may get a slap on the wrist. Because I told you how corporate plays, right? Corporate, they will play for Jahvy. Okay? They will play for Jahvy. I heard earlier this morning that Jahvy was downtown in Central's police station, lockup, right? And they said that Jaii Frais was uptown, right? Which was on Constant Spring Road, police station, I believe. So that is a good sign, you know. But, you know, there's always a thin line. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're willing to treat Jahvy issue harshly as how it needs to be dealt with. But it seems that way, if that is true with what they say about the officers placing Jahvy Ambassador downtown. Because downtown, they can cover up a lot of things down there too. That's what I'm saying. It is a thin line, you know. Downtown, where all them business and government thing there, down there, so a lot of things can get rigged. Because a lot of government workers and buildings are down there, downtown. You know, Ministry of Labor and all of that. It's down there, you know. So, yeah, the thing is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, don't fret. Jaii Frais will be forwarding home soon, you know. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's play it again and see if we missed anything.
We understand you're now representing vlogger Jaii Frais in the incident that happened at Big Wall. And what's the outlook from your perspective?
Well, today he was taken to court and an ex parte application was made for him to be held over for 48 hours. It was granted by Judge McIntosh. I was informed that that took place. I presented myself in court as I do represent him, and the judge amended the orders to ensure that he was brought to get medical attention.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I wanted to say also, that Mr. Isat, the most honorable Isat Buchanan, he knows how to use the, what you call it, human rights. He always uses the human rights laws and constitutional rights of every human being, every Jamaican, against the court, right? And against his competitors, right? He always uses the human rights law against the court, and he has to win. That is what he did to get Jaii Frais at 2 hours from lockup today. So he could, he told them that Jaii Frais need to attend to his wound and, you know, get them looked at, because that's the job of a lawyer. And I'm sure Champagnie haven't gotten any hours, unless, you know, behind cover up they're doing some, you know, unfair and unlawful biasness, you know. But hopefully they make Jahvy serve his 35 years, you know, because of that everybody they want cartel get, you know. So make we see how no react now, no, because that attempted murder plus gang related, the gang related thing is a next charge, heavy charge too. See, so 35 years a light sentence to all of what the atrocities that Jahvy had caused. He had breached parameters by, you know, entering with guns, with weapons, deadly weapons on properties that strictly and clearly stated no weapons allowed. And that's a government place, the police officers club. You brought a gun and you're not a police, and the police aren't able to bring their weapons there neither. They have to left it at the gate. And you brought, that is like life sentence right there. So let's see how they treat it. Let's see how they treat it. Because that's some big thing. That's like going into a police station and committing some serious crimes, you know, and walking out. You can't treat those issues like with just a slap on the wrist. No. At least give him life sentence in the woman prison. They'll know what to do with him. You know? To show you we're not hateful and we're not bad mind, we're not corrupt. Send him going to one of the woman prison them then and give him 100 years. Him alright, he must alright. Wouldn't you be alright in there?